Hey girl, welcome to another episode of the Hey Girl podcast. I'm Donna Sheely. And yes, we are still talking about menopause. I think this is a great topic. I know, again, we got some younger listeners, but you need to tune in because these are some things that you will be going through as well. So listen, when you're in your 40s and your 50s, life has already got a lot going on. There's a lot of pressures for women in their 40s and their 50s. You got demanding jobs. A lot of times you're the leader in your job. You're raising your children, and a lot of times you may have younger children or you're sending some kids off to college. You're caring for aging parents. All of this stress can add to mental health challenges. So menopause can almost be like PMS in terms of your mood. 4 out of 10 women have mood symptoms during perimenopause that are similar to PMS or premenstrual syndrome. You might feel irritable. You might have low energy. You may feel tearful and moody or have a hard time concentrating. Unlike PMS, though, these symptoms may come at times unrelated to your menstrual cycle. Symptoms may occur for years with no pattern at all. And this type of mood change is known as perimenopausal mood instability. There's actually a name for it. But there's also depression that can come with perimenopause. Most studies agree that the risk of depression increases during the menopause transition. Symptoms of depression include crying a lot, feeling hopeless or worthless, feeling numb, and losing interest in normal activities. And you may also have anxiety. There are few studies about anxiety and perimenopause, but some women report symptoms of anxiety during this time. Anxiety involves constant worrying that gets in the way of your day-to-day life. You may feel muscle tension, sweating, or nausea. Both depression and anxiety can make it hard to concentrate. It can make it hard to sleep. It can make it hard to take care of yourself. This weekend, I'm releasing an episode of the Hey Girl podcast that I think is going to be probably one of the best interviews that I've had in a while. I've had some great interviews, don't get me wrong. But in terms of information, I'm talking to Dr. Stephanie Moss, and we're talking about menopause. We get transparent. We're specifically talking about mental health and menopause. And here's a little quick clip of what she had to say about that.
I think that with the decrease in fluctuation of hormones, a lot of times that will affect mental health. Mm-hmm. And when you're looking at the United States, the highest rate of suicide in women, the age of the highest rate of suicide is between the age of 45 and 64. And I really don't think that's a coincidence if you think about it, because of all those fluctuations. Mm-hmm. So it is always important. First of all, if you're having those thoughts, there's 988. I have to make that, that disclaimer. If anyone's having those thoughts, that's the number that you can call for that. But then also talk to your healthcare provider to rule out anything else. But there have been signs, and there are studies out there that I've actually read from NIH and different other government agencies as well, that look at certain things like depression and like anxiety in women who are perimenopausal. And there have been increases that show that those are symptoms and signs of that. So some doctors or some health professionals or even pharmacists will look at going straight to antidepressants, which I'm not saying that people don't need that, because there are some women that actually need antidepressants, but then they also need things like lifestyle changes. They need a therapist. And then also some people may benefit also from hormone replacement therapy. And that's what some of the first line of agent for you to take with, and this is by science, this is not my recommendation, but by science, it's showing that the first line of agent is not an antidepressant, it's actually hormones to offset it. So there are some women who will need hormones, and there are some women who will need antidepressants, or both, or either or. So that's why you need to really talk to your healthcare provider to see which one works best for you, because so many people are just being medicated with that antidepressant, but they're not touching the other things that's happening to them as well. So talk to your healthcare provider, talk to your therapist to talk to them about what's going on with you, because they are seeing a rise, and that is one of the main symptoms that people are experiencing with perimenopause or menopause.
You can hear the rest of the interview this weekend. I'm telling you, it's great. Talk to your healthcare provider. Talk to your healthcare provider. That is very key in all of this. we're here to help each other. We got to talk these things out and be transparent because this is real stuff that's happening. But we can get through it together. Yes, we can. Tomorrow's Friday. We're going to do a little writing. But this interview will be coming out on Saturday, and I know it's something that you're going to love. So tune in, and hey, girl, let's go.